They say history is written by the victors, but in 897 AD it was desecrated by them. In a dimly lit hall in Rome, the decomposing corpse of Pope Formosus was exhumed, dressed in papal vestments and propped on a throne. Before an audience of clergy and nobles, he was put on trial for crimes he allegedly committed while alive. Pope Formosus had lived a turbulent life in the Catholic hierarchy. He'd been a bishop, a papal legate to Bulgaria, and eventually, Pope himself. But his career was mired in political chaos, navigating rival factions, power-hungry emperors, and territorial disputes between the Holy Roman Empire and the Byzantine East. His papacy ended with his death in 896, but for his enemies that wasn't enough. Pope Stephen VI, Formosus's successor and bitter rival, was consumed with vengeance. Backed by powerful Roman aristocrats, Stephen ordered the corpse of Formosus exhumed and brought to trial in what would become one of the most macabre spectacles in church history. The scene defies belief. The bloated corpse of Formosus sat in ceremonial robes, his skeletal hands rotting beneath the sleeves. A deacon was appointed to speak on his behalf, a grim parody of legal procedure. Pope Stephen stood as judge, flanked by bishops who had once served Formosus themselves. The charges were surreal, violating canon law, usurping the papacy, and performing episcopal duties while supposedly excommunicated. As the deacon gave hollow defenses, the corpse remained silent, as if silence could save him. The verdict was predetermined. Formosus was found guilty. The punishment, symbolic degradation. His papal robes were torn from his body. 3 fingers, those used to give blessings, were cut off. His corpse was stripped, dragged through the streets of Rome, and tossed unceremoniously into the Tiber River. But the horror didn't end there. Public outrage surged. Within months, Pope Stephen VI was imprisoned by political opponents and later strangled in his cell. Formosus's body, recovered from the river, was reburied with honor. The Cadaver Synod was annulled by future popes, its acts declared invalid, but the stain remained. The Cadaver Synod remains one of the most grotesque episodes in religious history. A time when power, not piety, ruled the altar. A moment when the Church turned its rituals into weapons. And even death offered no refuge from vengeance. It forces us to ask, when justice is perverted by the living, what dignity is left for the dead?